I'm John Weisbarth, and I'm a huge fan of the tiny house movement that's exploding across the nation. The average American home is 2,300 square feet, but lots of people are deciding that bigger isn't necessarily better, and they're choosing to live in homes that are just 1/10 the average size. Whether they're after financial independence or desire to live with less, inspired homeowners are starting to think outside the blueprints of everyday building, and that's where I come in. I travel across the country with my partner, tiny house expert Zach Giffen, and together we help people build their mini dream homes.
So we got 4 teenagers upstairs in our tiny house.
And get them prepared for the extreme downsizing it takes to live in under 500 square feet. This is your stuff. That's how much space you have. Have at it. Trust me, tiny homes are the next big thing. So we're driving through East Tennessee to the Appalachian Mountains, running along the Nolichucky River. We're on our way to work with Matt Moses and Moss Whitman, who've been dating and living together for 5 years. They're ready to downsize to a tiny home right by their place of work, along with Moss's 2 teenage children.
We own a rafting company and a beautiful piece of property here on the Nolichucky River.
Matt and I have been thinking about moving into a tiny home for over a year now, but still a little nervous about how everything's going to fit in such a small space.
4 of us moving into a tiny house. We're gonna have to shimmy around each other, you know? We'll see.
The whole family currently lives in a 4-bedroom home in Greensboro, North Carolina. But with a 175-mile commute to work during the rafting season, they decided to downsize to a tiny home right by their place of business. Zach has already been at the river for a few days getting started on the build.
If we don't want to do like a full beam through, I can just set these shorter ones and then we can get the ladder over there.
With rafting season in full swing, I figured the best place to meet the Moses family is in a boat. We are on the river! Here we go! Woo! Is this a class 5? Yeah!
Oh, it easy. Great job, great job.
So, Matt, what are the most important things you're looking for from your new tiny house?
Currently, we live a distance from where we work. So we want to move closer to the river and take full advantage of this beautiful place that we are.
That makes sense. Like, I've been here 10 minutes, and it's like I don't want to leave.
Number 2, we've got growing teenagers here. So at least enough room for 4 adults.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of shared space, which will be a
right.
little bit of a challenge. I mean, but are you guys up to that, you think?
I think as long as they have some personal space, I think it'll be okay.
Something to consider.
And I believe the 3rd thing, John, would be we need a little separation between us and the kids.
Yeah.
Adam, I see you agreeing wholeheartedly with that. How come?
I mean, we've grown up with our own rooms, so having to share such a small space, it's practically the size of the rooms we've been growing up in. It's gonna be a big change, but I think we'll get used to it.
All the things it takes, teamwork, cooperation to be in this tiny raft, those are exactly the same things you're gonna need living in a tiny house. Matt and Moss are going from a 1,500 square foot house to a 336 square foot tiny home, and their budget is 30 grand. They need 3 private sleeping areas, which must be cleverly designed to maximize the space, a full kitchen functional enough to cook for a family of 4, and with Matt and Moss's love for entertaining in nature, we're tripling their usable space and connecting their home to the outdoors with a massive deck overlooking the Nolichucky River.
Look at this. These guys have been working hard.
Zach, all right!
Hey, John.
You guys have gotten a lot done. This deck is huge.
It's amazing.
You know what the wish list is. You know, we're talking about taking advantage of this area.
Yeah,
Check.
the view of nature, right?
Yeah.
I know you already know this, but 4 adults in the little space. I know that's always a challenge, especially little teenagers here. By little, I mean not little at all. So how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
You got some good ideas about what to do here?
Yeah, I think so. To me, taking advantage of the space is key in terms of just creating enough uniqueness to it that it really feels like your space.
I mean, honestly, what are you guys thinking at this point? I mean, are you excited for this? Are you nervous about this?
The only thing I'm worried about is sharing a bathroom, because we've had some past with that, and it hasn't gone very well.
Who's the culprit?
Yeah, let me guess. Right?
The other person. Always, yeah. Okay, great. So maybe I can make the bathroom a little bit bigger.
All right.
What's a wish list thing for you?
I don't really know.
Here's the guy that's gonna be doing the building, and so like, whatever you say now, we are taking notes.
I don't know, just like a cool little like space for me.
Zach does cool. And how about you?
I have a lot of things that I like to work on. I've got a laptop, I like to draw, so someplace where I can sit down and have some space to myself where I can just work on whatever I'm working on.
Like a little desk
Yeah,
kind of
something like
area?
that.
It sounds like my challenge is to find you guys your special place and give you enough separation so that you can stand kind of being around each other.
Right.
I mean, you love your parents, but you don't necessarily want to have to look at them all moments of
And
the
I
day.
don't think they want to sleep in the same bed.
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
no, thank you. We'll pass on that.
The most separation that you're going to get is a loft.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So I got some ideas for what we can do for that.
Okay, what?
John, I'm just getting a visual on what the peak of the loft is going to be.
I feel like that's what paper and pen is for. Can I help you down, or you got it?
I'm all right.
Did you find out what you needed to find out?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We're just trying to get an idea of what the space is like. I know our original design didn't have 2 lofts, but with the height that we've got, to add some separation, we can have one on each side and then put the master bedroom downstairs.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it.
That's why I love him. You know, he's a can-do guy, so keep working, and we'll get out of your way.
Looks great.
All right, guys.
Excited, Zach.
Where am I
Yeah,
going?
me
I don't
too.
remember. While Zach finishes framing the house, I'm gonna take the 175-mile drive to Greensboro, North Carolina to check out Matt and Moss's current home. Although their tiny house is going to be 336 square feet, their current home is a whopping 1,500.
Hey, good to
What's up,
see
buddy?
you.
How
Come
are you,
on
man?
in.
Thank you.
Welcome to our current home.
Yeah, this is really, really nice. You've got a lot of artwork. Where'd you get all of this?
Moss painted these.
All of these?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
John,
Come here.
how are you?
Good to see you. Love the paintings.
Thank you.
I'm curious, what's the square footage of this place?
This place is 1,500.
It's 5 times bigger than the place that
Yes.
you guys are gonna move into.
Yes.
I hadn't thought of it.
No,
like
when you
that.
put it that way, it makes it a little bit more daunting, I know. So we have some work to do. You tell me where you want to start.
All right, we'll go this way.
Okay, sounds
Go
good.
after you.
All right. Tiny home living really is about changing your mindset. But that's just the beginning. You still have to also physically change your world. From the space that you have, the things that you think are important, you do have to get rid of actual stuff. And sometimes that can be very difficult. So this is the dining room, obviously?
Yes.
It's a cool table.
My dad built that table, was passed on to me, and it's going to my brother. So stuff like sentimental stuff like that, we have homes for. Matt and I have been talking about downsizing for over a year now, and we're excited to have the opportunity and the challenge.
I've got a lot of these really cool pieces
Yes.
that aren't gonna fit.
They realize they have to let a lot of this go.
As I'm walking around this house, I see this family has boatloads of stuff they're gonna need to either sell or donate. This paring down process is gonna be a beast. Seeing Matt and Moss's current home yesterday was a real eye-opener, and I've got an idea that I think will help them along. But before I head out there today, I'm gonna check in with Zach to see how the build is going. This is very encouraging.
I think we're doing great, and I'm glad you're here because I need your muscles. So
First time I've ever heard that.
we gotta actually rack the whole house. You know, this is a common thing in framing.
All right.
You get it up, it's not quite exactly where you need to be, and now we're gonna rack it right into position. So
Perfect.
basically all hands
gonna-
on deck, and that means you.
All right, James.
Let's rack this, boys.
All right, guys. Give it a good shove. 1, 2, 3. Good. On the spot. Great.
How do we do?
We're there. We're right on it.
Let's get the level.
Inside wall. We actually pushed it a little bit further, gents.
Got like a little dip in the center.
Let's get the level.
We actually pushed it a little bit further, gents.
Hey, Gordon. Just as I was looking at the ridge beam, it seems like it is super straight.
I totally agree with you. Once we stabilize this, we'll push on the center.
Okay.
What it'll do is it'll lift like that and push it in and stabilize.
You know what I'm seeing right here?
What's going on?
I'm seeing progress and problem solving.
Finally.
And that's what I like to see. I don't have my contractor's license, but we were essentially pushing the house, trying to make it square. I mean, that's what you said.
Yeah, well, you know, they call it racking the house.
Okay.
So if everything's going in completely square, this line should be as straight as possible. So
Oh, yeah.
that's dead on.
All right. Zach is gonna finish putting up the custom frame from Jamaica Cottage Shop. And then, since the house is in a damp environment, he's gonna install a corrosion-resistant green metal roof that will withstand the elements while blending into its surroundings. And I'm heading back to Greensboro to do an exercise with the Moses family. You're all familiar with moving. And a lot of times when you have a moving company, you take a sticker and you put it on something, you know, this color represents, oh, this is going to the kitchen, this is going to the bedroom, just so the movers know where to put it, right? We're doing the same thing, except completely the opposite. What I want you guys to do is put a sticker on something that is definitely not coming, okay? There's 4 stickers on an item, then we're out. We know it's not gonna make it, you know, that's a piece of cake.
That's easy.
If there's a combination of 2 or 3 stickers on something, well, that's to kind of help you guys realize, all right, this might be a discussion point. Okay, here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna have you start in this room. Okay. I want you to go to the dining room. You guys go to each of your bedrooms.
Okay.
And your time starts now. Get after it. Go for it.
Let's go.
We've got to get this dual loft figured out.
How's it going, partner?
Pretty good.
It's tough to do your own room, right?
Yeah, really. I mean, I want to take all of this.
Do we need that big of a landing?
No, we don't.
All right, switch it up.
Give this one the space over here.
Is it weird going through his stuff?
I think it's easier because I can just put on everything.
Do what you have to do. I understand. All right, little sister. All right, guys, switch. Time's up. Come on in. Let's come on over here to the couch. Nice job, you guys. All right? I mean,
Wasn't too hard, I don't think.
well, that's what I wanted to ask. How'd it feel?
I feel all right. A lot of stuff in my room is gonna be gone, apparently, but I'll live.
I see a lot of items in this room with 4 stickers on it, which is the good news. But there are some big surprises. I'm actually really curious about this because this is a candle holder, and I see 3 stickers on this. I mean, it's the same situation with this. There's 3 stickers, but you don't have one on there. I mean, is there something sentimental about these for you, do you think?
I always remembered seeing it growing up, just around, and I figured just leaving it here wouldn't be right, and we could easily find some place to put it.
Back when they were young, when we had film for the cameras and had to have it developed, I would keep until I was able to put them in photo albums. So the kids would get that out and go through all their photos that I hadn't put in yet.
Is that kind of your memory of it? Is that why there's not a sticker on there from you?
Yeah, just feels like something we shouldn't be leaving behind.
You don't want to let that go. There's a sentimental value to you.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, there is.
I would not have realized how important either of these items were to you, Adam, particularly this box. Hearing the way you just put that, the green stickers coming off, that sounds really important to you, and we could find room for that.
I mean, do you want to pull the green sticker
I'm
off?
pulling the green sticker. I'll put it on Kate's iPhone.
I didn't think he'd even
I'll
remember.
double up on that.
All right. Well, Kate, what do you think? Look at that.
Oh, brother.
Look at that. Put it right on his nose. Perfect. So look at this. That's some progress. Okay, so
Right.
this is gone. This gets to stay.
Okay.
The last surprise is the artwork. And there's only 1 sticker on any of the artwork, and it's all yours, Moss.
Right.
And I asked Kate about it, and she said, I mean, this is so much our home. It's a part of our home, all this artwork. How was it for you to put stickers on stuff?
You know, I just picked out 3 of my favorite ones that were the most special to me, and those are the ones I didn't put the stickers on.
Okay, listen, I have to say that this really went very, very well. But know that I'm gonna ask you later, to pare down even more.
Okay.
How about a big, like, group high five? Ready? Boom.
Yeah.
That's the most
Thanks,
awkward high five ever. I will never do that again, guys, okay? I'll see you guys, all right? Bye.
Good job, you guys.
While I've been helping the Moses family prep for their tiny house move, Zach has been working with contractor Gordon Kruger and his crew in framing out the loft space. Getting 2 rooms out of this space isn't gonna be easy, especially since we're housing 2 teenagers. Morning, gentlemen.
A problem.
Hey, John.
You guys have done a lot since I was last here. This is good. We got the loft up and everything, huh?
We're just kind of trying to work out exactly where the ladder's gonna go. Right now, this would be fine, except for, you know, it would go straight into one of the loft rooms. So what we want to have is a divider. So you can get up onto the divider and then choose which door or which loft you're gonna go into.
You concerned at all about the height? I mean, Adam is a tall guy. What are we gonna do about that up in the loft?
You know, there's not a lot of headroom up there. Right now, what we're talking about is
Yeah.
drop the ceiling height, just basically making this headroom a little bit more.
It'll give us about an extra 4 inches of height.
Every inch counts. Lofts, or mezzanines, can be open or closed-in spaces that give the home another level of storage or living area. Whether you utilize the loft as an extra bedroom, bathroom, office, or social area, you're adding more cubic feet of livable space that would otherwise just be the air above your head.
Let's go drop a line.
Yeah, absolutely. This is gorgeous.
This is, and it's quiet, and what a nice way to wind down.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You know, one of the things that we've been talking about this whole time is making enough space for the 4 of you guys.
Yeah.
You know, really, in a lot of ways, there's 6 of you when you think about the 2 dogs.
There kind of is.
And are they inside dogs, outside dogs?
They're outside during the day, but they totally like to cuddle up with the family in the evening. We're kind of over having the husky and the little dog in the bed with us.
Okay.
You know, they're too dirty. Miko's too big.
Is them sleeping outside, is that an option?
You know, it's really not. I would be concerned about bears and wildlife and such.
All right, so the main concern for you is inside, but not up on the bed?
Exactly.
All right. You know, one of the big things that we talked about with the kids was the privacy issue, but it got me thinking, the adults need some privacy too. And I wonder if that's on your radar at all.
Of course it is,
Yeah,
John.
right.
I mean, you know, let's be real.
It's hard enough in a big space to find that time.
Yeah.
I think it is gonna be a little bit more challenging, but it is something that you should definitely figure out because it's important to your relationship. And, you know, ultimately, if you guys are happy, the kids will be happy.
That's right.
Everyone will be happy. Yeah, it's about privacy and separation of space for sure. Here we go. Come on, Nola Chucky. Oh, I got one! I got one! Woo! Look at that bad boy!
Fantastic. Yeah!
We're 6 days into the build of Matt and Moss's new tiny home. In this house, smart design is key to creating a functional space. Zach has come up with a way to make the master bedroom multifunctional and also solve the dogs on the bed problem.
Apparently the dogs getting up on the bed is a really big issue. I think the best solution might be a Murphy bed.
Murphy beds are a great idea to maximize the square footage of a room. When not in use, they offer convertibility into other pieces of furniture, like couches and desks. They also can help solve storage issues by being able to double as a closet or two.
The reason that I think this Murphy bed solution is so important for this space is because this is not just gonna be their master bedroom, but it's also gonna be the main space for entertaining guests. And so I think it's just really important to have that bed fold up and, you know, having kind of a community area. Can we make some kind of a seating arrangement?
That's not a bad idea.
When the Murphy bed folds up, there's bench seats maybe that fold out.
Down.
Instead of just being a useless flat wall, I'll have the ability to transform the space into a dual-purpose bedroom as well as living room, entertainment area.
The tiny house movement isn't just about finding efficiencies within less space. It's also about leaving a smaller environmental footprint.
While Zach works on his hybrid couch/bed, we visit designer and architect Jeff Broadhurst. He's created a fully furnished tiny home he lovingly calls The Crib. The Crib is an enviro-responsible shelter in North Bethesda, Maryland.
The crib was originally designed based on the image of a corn crib. So you'll see in here that the walls are made out of polycarbonate panels, which allow light to come through in the daytime. The crib was designed as just a weekend cottage. It's a very small building. It's only about 250 square feet. When you add the loft and the decks, it's maybe 450.
The design incorporates sustainable and recyclable materials that can be fabricated off-site and then transported and quickly assembled where desired.
The building is energy efficient. The floor we're standing on is made out of structural insulated panels, as is the roof. And over here is what we call the dining room. Depending on what time of year you're using the building, if it's the wintertime, the glass wall can be pulled down and the dining room is inside the building. In the warmer months, it's reasonable to take the table and move it out to the deck. If you come this way, this is a custom piece of furniture that was designed to serve several purposes. In this case, it's designed as a television wall. The bigger purpose is to serve as an office. So the entire cabinet opens up to reveal an office that has built-in cabinetry. And so in essence, what we've done with this piece of furniture is created another room that's really part of the first room. On this side of the cabinet, you see that we have a ladder clipped to the wall. This ladder is designed to give you access to a sleeping loft up above. The loft is really just a very light structure hovering in the space. And now you've seen all 250 square feet of the crib.
From 250 square feet in Maryland to 336. Back at the river, Zach's building Moss and Matt's Murphy bed and installing it into the dual-purpose family room that doubles as a master bedroom. And since this home is going to be a permanent fixture on the river, unlike a lot of the homes we do, we're able to install full plumbing, which is a huge plus, especially for a family of 4.
How are you, my friend?
Excellent.
Listen, I'm gonna cut right to the chase.
So I did a paring down exercise with the family, and they've got a lot of stuff.
It's been really, really tough, and they're doing a good job, but I just need to ask you if we can get any more storage space out of this tiny house.
I have been thinking a little bit about this deck space because we have so much area out here.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a smuggler's box?
Like a trap door kind of thing in the deck, something like that?
Exactly.
I love
exactly,
that.
to kind of storage underneath, you know.
Oh, that's great.
Well, I admit, John, I actually have been thinking a little bit about the storage issue also.
Hang on real quick, hang on.
What's that?
I know you're working. Look at these.
What
is that? You got your leopard print?
Yeah.
I
you
love
don't,
it,
you don't
dude.
like my leopard print?
I know, I love it. It's just, I hadn't seen those before.
This is a ski sock.
That's good.
Just for that, I'm gonna pull them both up for you.
You look really good. That's good, that's
Tomorrow might show up in a kilt, who knows?
good. Oh, I like it. Okay, sorry, back to work.
All right, why don't you hold my chalk line and then we'll just know exactly what we're dealing with.
Into it. Right here on this?
Yeah.
Good.
So what do you think? Is that the right spot?
Yeah, I think that'll work. I love this idea. This was so not on my radar, but this is exactly the kind of thing
Yeah.
that I was hoping for.
As long as you like the approximate size.
Love it.
We'll
I think
go
that'll
with
work.
this, and I'll get some steel. Start welding.
Always, buddy. Always. All right, man. I love those socks. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're a terrible dancer.
Zach and the crew have been working hard, laying tiles and flooring, staining walls, and installing kitchen appliances. Next steps, making sure the design elements work in the space.
Oh, it looks so good. I love it. And like the stain, it ties into the outside.
That turned out well, right?
You guys have been working hard, haven't you? And then obviously, this is that Murphy bed you
Yeah, man, check it out.
Oh. Look how open it is now.
If you like that, you'll love this.
Is that storage?
No. That's the bench.
That's a bench. I love that.
Yeah, well, you know,
Perfect.
I was kind of
Perfect.
thinking like, you know, put some drawers in there or some kind of closet. But
Yeah.
it's really just not deep enough for anything useful, so.
But look at this. I mean, it's transformed this room. Tiny house living, you gotta use every inch of space. And that includes the vertical. And I mean, perfect. You put that away, gone.
Yeah, 2 for 1.
2 for 1. Exactly. Everything has to have more than one purpose. And it'll keep the dogs off the bed too. Smart design. You absolutely nailed it. When moving into a tiny space, you have to assess what it is you actually need. And the best way to prioritize is start with things that you use every single day. Those are must-haves. Then you figure out what are those things that you like, but maybe you use infrequently, and those are the things that you have to consider leaving behind, not taking with you. And that's exactly the exercise that I had these guys do. And I'm really eager to see how they did. Hey guys,
Hey, John.
how's it going? Is this all that's left?
That's it.
So far, this is what's made the cut.
Nice. So the good news is you guys have done a very nice job of prioritizing the things that you need that are important. The other thing we have to consider is how much storage space you actually have to put all this stuff in. And you guys are in the unique position where you don't actually know, but I do know. And I'm here to help you guys with that. And if you see this raft that you are intimately familiar with.
Yes.
You know the ins and outs of that. And that is roughly the storage space that you have to put all this stuff in.
Oh.
That front compartment, Matt and Moss, that's yours, because you'll be sharing a room.
That-
So you gotta get your stuff to fit in there,
my
okay?
God.
Katie, you've got number 2, Adam, you've got 3, and the 4th compartment is for everything else.
Okay.
Kitchen items, stuff like that, because you have to live. So that is the exercise, and it begins right now. Let's see how this goes.
Awesome idea, a little scary.
Guys, we're about done. I see you're bleeding into everybody's space here, Matt. Guys, I'm gonna call it right here. Why don't you guys come over here and let's take a look at this. I mean, so I look in here and I see a full raft,
Yes.
but you guys have some stuff left over. Would you guys care for a little piece of advice?
We would love some.
Storage and space, and every inch counts. And I'm not just talking about the space within the house, space within your stuff. I mean, like, this is a good example of stacking like a bowl in a bowl. It's not just about, the spatial use of your house. It's about the spatial use of everything you guys have. I will leave you guys to assess what you've done.
Thanks, John.
Okay?
John.
We
All right.
appreciate it.
All right, guys, good luck. So this is the smuggler's box.
Yeah.
I have to say, this is bigger. It's deeper than I thought. Does it fit is, I guess, the big question.
I have a tendency to make things too tight, so it actually is good that you have skepticism.
Okay. You wanna lift it in the spot?
I would love to, actually.
I'll help you.
You wanna give me-
Is it heavy?
I don't think it's too heavy.
No, it's not bad.
It's gonna be walked on.
Yeah, it is. The thing I love the most about this is that we always talk about using hidden space, but this is like dead space.
Yeah.
No one even thinks about this, but as you said, there's tons of room under here.
All right, moment of truth.
Oh, it doesn't fit. No, I'm just kidding.
Sean, don't mess with me.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you want to open it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not completely done, but yeah, it opens.
Yeah, look at that. This is so good. It's such a smart use of what is otherwise useless space. I mean, it's ideas like this that we have to keep coming back to, because there's so much hidden space and things that we don't think about.
Yeah.
Coffee tables, an ottoman. Inside of it, you can lift off, use that as a storage container. Stairs, there's lots of dead space in stairs. You can put drawers in there.
Yeah.
Utilize that stuff, which is so key in a tiny house, and now all of a sudden, you've got storage and lots of it. How much can this thing hold?
Oh,
Can
I
it
think...
hold you?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't judge me on the prettiness of my wealth, but it's plenty strong.
That's good, look at that.
Not quite bed-sized, but
That's good, that's good. Let's see. We can
I
just
think if I was gonna take a nap, it might be here.
No, that's really good. Let me just kind of do this for a second. All right, buddy. Good job. I'm gonna go check on the painters. 10 days ago, we traveled to eastern Tennessee to the banks of the Nolichucky River to help Matt, his girlfriend Moss, and her 2 children build their 336 square foot tiny house. We customized the layout of the home to incorporate private accommodations for 4 adults, built a massive deck that overlooked the river and even had some secret storage. We also helped them downsize their belongings and prepared them for tiny house living. Now it's time for them to see it completed for the first time and officially join the tiny house community.
What do you think?
The deck's amazing. Look at that grill, Moss. You've been wanting one of those.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're not too far. I know you guys are really eager to see everything, but our tour actually begins right here outside at your new barbecue area.
Wow.
This isn't just any grill. This is a smoker. You can literally cook your Thanksgiving turkey in there as well as a pizza.
We're gonna do all of those things and more right on this deck.
Our inspiration for this was we wanted to bring an extension of your indoor kitchen outdoors through this pass-through window. In order to give you the larger bathroom we had to take the space from somewhere, so we took it from the kitchen. So this is not just the grill area. This is an outdoor kitchen for you guys.
Perfect.
You want to see the rest?
Please.
Of course you do. Now this is where your deck really starts to flex its muscles.
Amazing.
Look at
That
this
is beautiful.
furniture.
Right?
Wow.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, it's your guys'.
Yeah, come on. We wanted to give you more than just a deck. This is outdoor living space. How nice is this, listening to the river go by right now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Listen
it's
to that
amazing.
white water.
It's nice, very nice.
I mean, so far, everything we've shown you, pretty straightforward. This is a wow factor.
You know, it's a small place.
Yes.
And you got a big deck.
Yes.
So in order to utilize that, we've decided to get more storage for you. Basically, this is what's called a smuggler's hatch.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure what you're gonna be smuggling, but I'm sure you can leave that up to you. 2 sides are wood and 2 sides are metal mesh. You know, and it's strong too. I mean, you can really jump
I guess it is. That is awesome.
I said more storage. I didn't know where it was going to
Yeah.
come from. This is brilliant on Zach's
That
part.
is
So
awesome.
Love
really,
it.
Thank you,
yeah.
Zach.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
We are so
Yeah.
ready.
We have kept you outdoors long enough.
Yeah.
It is time to go inside the tiny
Please.
house.
Okay.
All right.
So here we go.
Okay.
Welcome to your new home.
Oh my gosh.
Come on in.
Oh,
Look at
up at
this.
this.
What? Look at this place. It's gorgeous.
Right?
We got a fireplace, moss.
The painting.
You guys did tile? It's incredible.
This is amazing.
This is so.
Oh, this is a Murphy bed.
I'm glad that you brought up the bed.
The one thing that you have in a space like this is vertical space. All this horizontal space, that's prime real estate. But the vertical space is where you actually have unutilized area. That's why a Murphy bed works so perfectly in this kind of scenario. Let me show you how it works, you know?
yeah.
You know, you kind of want to just lift on up.
Wow.
Up.
That's amazing.
That is so
cool.
But this is really cool because it does more than just that.
It's just so much fun for me to try to innovate and find new solutions. And this one turned out really well. So basically what you're gonna do, this flops down,
What is happening?
this open.
Oh, and there's the couch.
That's the coolest thing ever. We have a couch.
Yep, now
Look
you have a
at
couch.
that.
That is so cool. That's the neatest thing I've ever seen.
You've transformed
That is
the
so
room.
neat.
And now your bedroom is a family room for you guys.
This is so amazing.
Yes.
We just gained an extra room
Right.
just through the innovation
Yeah.
of Zach being able to come up with that. So
I'm
glad.
blown away. And it's
and
room 1.
We're gonna continue the tour.
Okay.
It's right this way. I'll lead the way. Before we even get to the next room, we wanted to create some separation from the bedroom, family room, and the kitchen. And we did that by offering you guys this, some
That's
closet
great.
space.
Wow, we expected no closet space. And that's a good sized closet.
Oh, it absolutely is.
That's
for sure.
huge.
That's just one little thing, though. Let's come into the kitchen here. I want to show you the rest of this.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Beautiful.
So
at
this
this.
is your new kitchen, and you guys remember we've got the pass-through window here.
Yes.
You got the butcher block
That's
up
my
here,
favorite.
microwave, and we wanted to give you that contemporary feel, and look. It's really light in here. We have these beautiful sliding glass doors here by Symington.
Yes.
They are vinyl, dual pane, so they keep the heat out and the cold out as well.
It's beautiful.
You ready? Behind this door is the bathroom.
This is bigger than our existing bathroom.
You got the full shower, the sink, and look at all of this storage.
Oh, that's my favorite. It's so nice.
You guys have waited patiently. You ready to go upstairs?
Yes.
Okay, you guys are gonna stay downstairs for now. I'm gonna take the kids out. Check it out.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this is awesome.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Kate, look at this stuff.
It's so cool. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
One of the things that you guys asked about that you really, really wanted was your own separate space.
Yeah.
And we worked really, really hard to give that to you. Now, the other thing that you wanted, you asked for a workstation. We gave you a workstation right over here. It's a great area for you to do artistic stuff that you wanted to do.
Go, awesome.
Kate, if you look through here, we got a little makeup station for you as well.
I love it.
And they got my box up here.
It's your Foot Locker now. You guys really have a lot of storage up here, which is great. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys, like it as well.
Matt pulled me aside as we headed back out to the deck to tell me that he had a surprise for the family as well. I know his parents just got into town to see the house, but I'm not really sure what this is all about.
Zach and John aren't the only ones full of surprises around here. I wanted to take this opportunity. This just seemed like it's time for me to take care of the obvious. And as we're starting new, as we've got this new house, and as I might have gotten a hold of great-grandma's ring, and
like this wasn't already enough.
Oh,
But,
oh my.
yes, done.
is that a yes? Would you put this on your finger and start in our new tiny house?
Yes, I would love it.
As a married couple soon. And will you marry me?
Yes. I love
Yeah? Right here on our deck sometimes?
Yes.
Put it on. It's not coming off.
Oh, it's beautiful. Can I get
Okay, can I marry your mom?
You guys, I'm a total softie too. I have to say that was awesome, and we're just so happy that you guys are starting your lives in this tiny home as a family.
Thank you so much.
Now let's celebrate, okay? Come on.
Mom and Dad, y'all want to see
I'm
us?
tired. Come on. Too much fun.
Oh, this is fun. This is too much fun.
As the Moses family joins the tiny house movement and begins settling in a tiny living space, did the move to be closer to work actually pan out for them? Does a family of 4 have any business cohabitating in 336 square feet? A few weeks later, we checked in to see how the experience of living tiny on the river is going for them.
Kids, y'all about ready for some barbecue?
Yeah.
We're gonna eat in just a minute.
So it's been a while now. The family's lived in the tiny house, and it's fantastic. The transition that we were all nervous about has been much smoother than anticipated. That's a great idea, Adam. We're wanting for nothing, and that was our biggest concern. How is our lifestyle gonna fit in this tiny space? And it's just worked out wonderfully. The biggest change from our old living space is obviously the square footage. You can't let the dishes pile up in a tiny house.
The biggest adjustment was definitely not having those like big rooms that we were used to in our other house.
Did you sleep well?
It's been a big change for us, but one that we've adapted to.
Even though it's a tiny home, everyone in the family feels like they have their own personal private space.
The kids basically got separate bedrooms upstairs. Even though the kids' rooms are a lot smaller than they're used to, Kate's got 2 friends here this weekend.
Oh, I am amazing at 2 bedrooms.
So we got 4 teenagers upstairs in our tiny house.
In my bedroom, it's definitely smaller and closer to Adam, but I have enough space, I think.
There's been some curveballs with the tiny house living that that I didn't necessarily expect.
The kitchen is probably the hardest part for me. We needed a larger refrigerator, so we added one onto the deck.
What they intended to be our closet, which was very well built and all, that's now our food pantry, because we have teenagers to feed.
Matt and I have had to take up some space from the kids upstairs. Matt came up with a great idea and actually hung a clothesline across the steps going up to the kids' room, which you don't really even notice from downstairs, so I thought that was brilliant.
We're becoming more and more adept at utilizing every nook and cranny. There's space there that we didn't realize could be useful. We've definitely gotten into lots of hooks. They're practical, they're functional. We've got them everywhere. Outside, inside, kitchen. Guess what? That's right, more hooks. Hooks, hooks, hooks. Use that vertical space. Our bedroom at that side. The Murphy bed has really worked in regards to keeping the dogs off of it.
The first night, though, we put the bed down and we went to the bathroom and got ready for bed, and we came in there, and Miko and Lily, both the dogs, were in the bed like they're accustomed to.
Come on, girl. Come on, baby girl.
So we made them sleep on the floor, but there's a nice rug for them.
Last one up puts up the Murphy bed. Dogs can't get in our bed anymore.
Okay.
Coffee. We have been entertaining like crazy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our new tiny house. While it's been a downgrade in size, it's been a huge upgrade in our lifestyle, and we're so happy with it.
I'm John Weisbarth, and I travel across the country with my building partner, tiny house expert Zach Giffen. And together, we help people build their mini dream homes. On this episode of Tiny House Nation, Zach and I help a young couple with big dreams who've discovered that in life and in food, sometimes less is really more. I've never met a butter maker. And so you help with the butter?
If you mean eat it, yes.
But downsizing their possessions and not their expectations may be a real challenge. What do you need for your business?
I'm gonna need everything here.
Can Zach put together the most essential ingredients?
That's an old butter churn.
To create a tiny home that will leave this couple satisfied.
So the solution is to have an elevator in the loft.
My mind is blown without sacrificing the elements they savor most. How important is the big table?
I think we gotta be sticklers on this one, yeah.
Voila.
Oh my God. Tiny homes are the next big thing. We're here in Pleasanton, California, a little ways outside of San Francisco, to help Brian, Devin, and their dog Olive transition to tiny.
Brian and I met freshman year of college. I thought he was very cute.
Same thing. She was just so cute.
It was love at first sight. We've been together about 9 years.
So we got married about 5 months ago.
Yep,
Yeah.
in Alaska.
Brian is an artisanal butter maker, which is a real thing. And Devin is a life coach.
So I make handmade, artisanal compound butters. Basically just softened butter with different ingredients in it. For instance, our favorite is the roasted garlic butter. So good.
Come here, girl. I work with mainly women. I help them identify the fears and blockages in their life so they can go on to design a life that they feel happy about.
And this little family is super excited, as this is gonna be the first time owning their own home.
Newlywed life, I feel like, hasn't exactly started because 2 weeks after we got back from the wedding, our apartment caught fire.
I lost a lot of my butter stuff, and we lost all our plants, too.
We moved back east into our parents' house. It was like the first big challenge in our marriage, living apart.
Our couple is eager to put down roots, and they know that this house is a way for them to grow their lives together while living more mindfully.
We definitely wanted to set our life up together in a much simpler way.
We really wanted to live a more mindful life and start a family under that same mindset, connecting more with the earth and less with consumerism.
Zach is an hour away at the build site in Martinez, California, with our general contractor, Hunter, from Total Property Solutions. As the crew puts up the initial framing, Zach and Hunter are finalizing plans for our latest tiny home.
Let's talk about plans here. I mean, we got bathroom, kitchen, living room, and then they're going to have their bedroom in this little short loft. The design to this house is really very unique, and I love it just because it's so different. There's a short loft about 5 feet high that's gonna be their bedroom, underneath which is a nice area for storage.
We're gonna put a washer and dryer in there.
Okay. And then the other thing is, if I imagine this loft is a really big space, so if we need storage,
yeah,
it kind of seems like, okay, we got a good amount. All right, well, let's get to it. You can have your pencil back.
Thanks.
While the crew continues framing out the home, adding insulation and sheathing, I'm on my way to meet Brian and Devin, where they're temporarily staying at Devin's aunt's home about an hour away in Pleasanton. Oh, hi.
This is Olive.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Olive. Hello. Hi.
John.
Hi. Devin, very nice to meet you as well. Come on, Olive.
Welcome.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, Brian.
Hello, John.
Hi.
Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well.
Welcome.
That smells amazing. What is that?
We're making a roasted garlic and toasted thyme and rosemary butter.
This is like what you do?
This is what I do, yeah. Basically just flavored butters. We got a bunch of sweet and savory different flavors, so.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I've never met a butter maker.
You have met a butter maker now.
Let's make it official. And so you help with the butter, or?
If you mean eat it, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a real job, but if there was like a professional butter taster, I just feel like my resume would be at the top of the pile. That's all.
Is it safe to say that you guys are kitchen people?
Definitely. It's got to be very functional.
How much gear does butter making come with?
Stand mixer is my best friend.
Okay.
I have my butter molds.
Yes.
Oh.
Roasting pans for all this stuff that we love to do. Tongs, spoons, knives, and that's just for butter.
You guys are pretty busy then.
Pretty busy, yeah. It's about time we settle down.
Yeah. Put some roots in.
Is that what this is gonna be?
Yeah, and we've been a bit transient for the last 4 months or so since we had a fire in our old apartment.
Like a real fire? Like your apartment burned down?
Well,
or...
just the kitchen.
Did you start the fire?
I did not start the fire. No. I left to go pick up Devin. I was gone for like 10 minutes, and we got a phone call on our way back that our apartment was on fire.
Thank God you guys were okay.
Right,
Yeah,
that was the,
that's what matters. Like, you very quickly realize things are just things.
Yeah.
They're all replaceable, but things like him and Olive and...
Yeah.
And you.
Thanks.
Yeah. And so how long have you been here?
Been here for almost a month now, yeah.
And this is your aunt's house, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how big it is?
880 square feet, and now we're going into about 320 square feet.
Wow, okay. Well, can I see the rest of the place?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Lead on.
All right.
Back at the build, the crew is applying weatherproofing wrap to the home's exterior, and a special delivery of pine paneling for the home's interior has arrived.
So this is gonna get painted, and then we're gonna have pine also for the ceiling.
Right, but it's gonna be stained.
Awesome. Good to know.
So here's the room.
Yep. This is where we've been staying.
What in here is important? I see a gigantic bed.
Which won't be coming
Yeah,
with
which will not be
No,
coming.
no.
I think some concerns are around storage, just having enough room for things that we do really want to keep. Clothes is definitely very important, as well as my hats. This isn't even all of them, honestly.
Aesthetically, what do you see the home looking like, feeling like?
Like modern, rustic,
Lots of natural light.
plants, so bringing the outside in.
Okay. What else do I need to know about it?
Well, that's kind of what we need to show you next. You know, out in that small truck out there.
What do you mean the truck? Are you messing with me or is this real?
No, this is
real.
This is real, yeah.
Okay, let's go have a look.
This must be the skylights.
There's 8 of them.
Wow. One unique feature to the home is that there is a lot of windows, plus skylights going across the entire roof. It's gonna let a lot of light into the home, which I think they're gonna enjoy and appreciate for a long time to come.
So here we are. This is all the stuff.
What even is all of this stuff?
Oh, plates and glasses. And I bring my hockey gear with me everywhere we go.
Hockey.
so-
And then, yeah, mostly decor, I would
Yeah.
say, after that.
On the plus side, this is it.
Okay.
Right.
Just everything in the house that's already too much,
Plus this.
plus this.
And that's it.
So good. That really,
Just
that
that.
really is reassuring. Oh man, this is a lot more than I was kind of expecting. It's too much for the tiny house.
Right.
So I actually don't really want to look at it anymore.
There you go.
Can we
Let's
close it
up.
again?
Let's close it up.
Yeah.
When John saw that truck,
We knew exactly what was going on in his mind.
yeah, not words we can use on television. Yeah, not so many good words.
So, two big things. I mean, the first is just what you guys need out of this house. A lot of kitchen. Storage, obviously, is going to be key. So the second thing was, I'm not leaving without some butter.
Okay.
There's no way that I don't get to try some of that butter, okay?
We can do that. I made you up something nice and simple. We got some toast here, and I kind of smothered it with the roasted garlic and herb butter.
I mean, it smells so good. It's good. This is so good.
Thank you.
I should really bring half of this back for Zach, but I mean, he doesn't know it was gonna kill him, is that right? I think Olive just wants some butter.
She does love the butter, too.
I'll see you guys, okay?
All right, take care, John.
Thanks, John.
Brian and Devin are temporarily staying in an 880 square foot apartment, while Zach and I get to work building them the 320 square foot tiny home of their dreams. This hip entrepreneurial couple needs a home that reflects their throwback charm with a total modern lifestyle, as highlighted with dark wood paneling and contrasting sleek skylights on the exterior. Inside, the home opens up to a large living room with comfortable seating, high ceilings, and plenty of natural light. A short staircase leads to a mini loft with enough space for a comfy full-size bed and even more windows. In the opposite direction, these foodies will enjoy a large galley kitchen with large appliances and an oversized sink, perfect for prepping the latest batch of butter or just a fancy dinner. And a spacious bathroom with plenty of elbow room with a full-size bathtub to make sure they never feel cramped while getting ready in the morning. An additional multi-purpose loft above the bathroom will provide a place for extra storage or even a little relaxation when needed inside. On a budget of $55,000, Zach and I will butter this couple up by providing a home that gives them tons of productive and comfortable space to work and live in. Back at the build site, the crew are making progress in the bathroom, installing a luxurious full-size tub and getting the bathroom plumbing installed. As they work on that, I'm headed to meet up with Zach and fill him in on what I've learned from our newest tiny loving couple.
Hi, John.
Dewey?
You see what Dewey got me?
A biscuit joiner.
You know how long I've been wanting a biscuit joiner?
Oh, and biscuits. Well, these are good. Chewy. Actually, you know what would go really good with these biscuits? Artisanal butter.
You know they're not real biscuits, right?
No, I know, but have you ever met a butter maker?
I can't say that I have.
Well, I walked into their house, and I gotta tell you, this thing smelled so good.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, and you put it on some toast. We'll definitely have to bring you some. The hard part will be getting the butter from their house to you without me eating it. I'm just saying. So Brian's the butter maker. His wife, Devin, she is a life coach. She works, she said, with women primarily to remove these blockages in their life that are keeping them from being truly happy. But what I was thinking was, that's exactly what I do paring down. It's like, let's get rid of these things that aren't bringing you true happiness.
Well, there you go, John.
I know, I was
we
like,
just thought we were building tiny houses. Turns out you're a life coach.
all right, I love it, I love it. But as much as they want to go tiny, they have so much stuff.
What do you mean by so much stuff?
Well, not only do they have a house full of stuff, they have a truck this size of other stuff.
What do you mean by so much stuff?
Not only do they have a house full of stuff, they have a truck this size of other stuff. So we really need to prioritize storage, but we also need to prioritize the kitchen, because it's not just that they like to cook. This is his income, making artisanal butter.
I mean, looking over the house plans, their loft looks really big. So when you're talking about storage, like that loft has got a lot of potential to be great storage.
Good. Maybe that's what they were thinking. All right,
there
buddy.
it is.
All right, sounds good.
It's day 2 of the build, and the crew is churning out piece after piece, installing wood paneling on the home's exterior, while pine, tongue, and groove segments are going up on the interior walls, and custom white kitchen cabinet and counter frames are constructed. While that happens, I'm bringing Brian and Devin to the build site to get an early look at their new tiny dream home. How are you guys feeling right now?
Very excited.
I cannot wait.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the siding.
it. Beautiful.
All right, let's jump out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Pretty
the
cool,
lines.
It's amazing.
Awesome.
Hey, Zach,
Hey!
get out of here.
What's up, Zach?
How's it going, guys?
How's it going, man?
It's Brian and Devin.
Good to see you.
Very nice to meet you.
You as well?
Welcome to the house.
This is awesome.
Unreal.
Keep in mind, it's definitely, you know, a project under construction, so watch your step.
There we go.
Cool. Oh, wow. This looks amazing.
This is so much room. It really is not
Look at
tiny.
the skylights, too.
Yeah.
We're gonna get so much good light.
It's all about maximizing the space and then doing the things that trick the eye. And that's natural light. That's lots of windows that connect you to the outdoors. And lots of storage. I know that you guys want to live a pared down life, but also have a lot of things.
Underneath what is gonna be kind of your bedroom, other than washer and dryer, I mean, that's
Storage.
a lot of room for storage.
Yeah.
And then as far as storage, also, that loft is a really big space.
I'm hoping with coaching, I can actually bring my clients up there instead of just video chatting with them. Lots of plants, too. A lot of plants up there. So it'd be really great to have space in the house that they can come and we can talk. Just a really nice, relaxing Zen den.
What exactly is a Zen den?
I'll tell you what it's not, and that's storage.
Yeah, well, okay, so what you're saying is you either have to find and or create additional storage someplace else. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't think that I like where you're going with this, but yes.
That'll be.
Well, I will put my brain around that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Cool.
Let's
Thank
walk
you, Zach.
through
Yeah.
the house.
Right here, you know, this is the living room. You know, a little couch, and then this is the kitchen.
Oh, this is awesome.
This is so great.
You know, one thing, this goes back to what Devin was saying about having plants up in the loft. I'll have a lot of the herbs that I use for the butter. Basically, a whole herb garden will be up there.
To climb up and down the ladder, holding the plants and watering them, bringing them back up, that might just be a little challenging. So having some way of getting them from here to there easily.
We'll think about doing something like that.
Awesome.
So, any questions?
We'd love to have a bigger dining room table we can put away when we're not using.
How important is the big table?
I think we got to be sticklers on this one, yeah.
It is a big part of who we are. I think,
We do love having people over.
I think something where we could have like 5 to 8 people.
Yeah.
5 to 8 people.
You think that's something you guys could do?
Well, seating for 8. Now, typically, this is the type of thing that I like to know about a little before this point.
I know. And I swear to you, they just dropped this on me. I did not know about this, but you tell me how I can help, what you need to get this done, and I will make it so, okay? I feel terrible about this. Butter. That's good information. That is the information that we want. Obviously don't have an answer right off the bat.
Right.
All right, let's us get out of here so Zach can get working on a table.
Yeah,
so
we're charging ahead here.
All right, come on.
Day-to-day life in a smaller footprint can take some adjusting to, but careful design can help make the transition smooth as butter. For inspiration on how to downsize your square footage without feeling like the walls are closing in, we're headed to Sonoma, California. This striking home, nestled in the woods of Northern California, stands out against the raw natural beauty of its surroundings with a sleek industrial exterior made from locally sourced galvanized sheet metal. A long grand staircase leads inside where an open living area inspired by an Italian Renaissance-era villa awaits. But it's the 20-foot ceilings and incredible skylights that transform these 500 square feet into something much more impressive. The gorgeous windows that outline this space bring the outside in and make the space feel large and inviting. Just like Devin and Brian's home, this property also takes advantage of large bathroom windows. Finding inventive ways to connect an interior space with the open air outside, like in this home and the home we're building for Devin and Brian, can make it easier to live large in a tiny space, no matter what aesthetic you choose. It's day 3, and the crew has moved on to higher goals, adding shingles to the home's roof on the exterior, while inside more pine panels are being fitted to the ceiling. As they do that, Zach is in full brainstorm mode, coming up with a unique way to move the couple's large plants up and down from the kitchen to the Zen Den loft.
So the solution that I've thought of that I really like is to have an elevator in the loft for getting the plants and herbs down into the kitchen without having to carry them up and down the ladder. I mean, what if I built something that was kind of like...
What is that?
That's my winch noise.
I mean, you're not the sound effects guy.
So the elevator is basically going to be pretty simple. It's going to be a rod with 2 bearings on either side, steel frame, bicycle chain that wraps around this rod. It goes through the floor down to another crank. So you can use it from the kitchen and then also use it when you're in the loft.
Here's some other pulley systems that can help you move cumbersome items up and down in a tiny space a little bit easier. This pulley-based system lets you raise and lower your shower head with one pull of a handle and look good doing it. This bed suspension setup lets you have 2 rooms in one, and thanks to a low-tech pulley system, you'll never have to depend on motors or electricity. Or with this suspension system, you can stay under the covers and lower in your desk to get a little work done, or give yourself an excuse for breakfast in bed. Back at the build, while Zach gets started on his custom plant elevator, cutting a trap door in the loft floor, I'm headed to Devin and Brian's to get more glorious butter, and help them pare down too.
Come on in.
Ooh, what is this?
Milk crates, and we're gonna use them to pare down.
All right.
We're going 2 crates per trouble area. We're going 2 crates per trouble area. So I'm gonna give you 2 crates for the kitchen area.
Okay.
This is what you're gonna have for clothes and shoes and hats.
Yeah, and hats.
Right.
Yep.
And then I think really the only other one is you have a whole truck full of things, but we're still only gonna have 2 of these carts. So I would really think about and be very critical and serious about what you need, because what was a giant storage loft has now become a Zen den. And there's nothing less Zen than a cluttered loft. Awesome. You in the kitchen, you in the bedroom. All right, off you go, guys.
Good luck, babe.
Well, let me just help because I know how this is gonna go. So now you have 1 cart left.
Okay.
I mean, what do you need?
I'm gonna need everything here. Definitely a little tough trying to, pare down which ones I really need.
Here's what I would say. You really have to think about consolidation. Rather than taking a large, medium, and small pan, if you can get away with 1 large pan that does all of those, it's all about multifunctionality. That's the key.
All right,
okay?
so I like that idea of using the biggest stuff. John brought up a good point about multifunctionality of things. All right, we can leave those.
Yeah, I'm really happy that we have him here to help guide us.
How we doing?
Okay. I'm looking at my coats and realizing there might be room for 2 of them, that black coat. I don't wear it often. I have a black leather jacket. I could probably just keep that.
I mean, black coat is great because that can go with a lot of different things.
Right. The thing is, I feel like, oh, all right, you did pretty good, Devin. And then I remember there's a whole truck full of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's where I get a little nervous. There's a lot to pare down in the truck. It's gonna be a bit challenging. I tend to connect emotional ties with a lot of our stuff, so it's gonna be a little tricky.
Well, we're gonna have some tough decisions.
Yep.
While I get ready to dig into this hipster hoarder trailer with Devin and Brian, the crew are working to get the home's exterior stained a rich dark brown and adding a pop of color with bright red accents. On the inside, a large oversized sink is going in and fixtures are being installed. And because the large storage loft is now going to be a Zen den, Zach is cutting some wood pieces for an additional storage space that will keep the inside of this tiny home clutter-free.
So we raised up the floor in here and, we got all of this room.
That is a lot of room.
If we can actually use it for storage.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Okay.
All right, get after it.
Okay. All right, yeah, let's start putting these records in some boxes. We definitely want to hang on to those, right? That's our good pile?
I think so. Oh, our plates. I definitely want to bring these.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll keep those.
Yeah, I love those.
We got to eat off something. Our plates. Ooh. How about this one, Dev?
Oh, I love that piece.
Yeah. We're going to have to sneak that past John somehow.
You guys know I'm standing right here, right? I mean, keep talking like I'm not right here.
Oh, man. You didn't give us any lids for these crates, so I think that's fair game right there.
So why is this important?
I really like this piece because the quote on it we actually used for our wedding invitations.
Will you tell me you guys have seen the space? Do you feel like that's gonna have a home in there?
I think it could work in the loft, yeah.
I mean, this by itself, yes, but it has to be a practical space that you're gonna entertain clients in. Paring down is never about getting rid of something that you have a deep emotional connection to. And I love this piece. It's a John Muir quote that says, "The mountains are calling and I must go." It's a call to action. It's what tiny living is. feel like there's something more to this that they're not telling me. How much of this struggle, I wonder, is connected to the fire?
It's funny, though, that you say that because with the fire, it was done, and then I didn't have a choice. I find it harder to do it this way.
You were able to make peace with it quicker.
Yeah,
you didn't have the choice or the control.
Exactly.
Now you're feeling like you're willfully shunning a memory or something.
Yeah,
It's on us,
exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
And all I would say is that that doesn't go away. That memory is still locked in there.
Right. Yeah, that's a very good point.
You know?
It's a little tough having to part ways with that piece because that's a special one.
But every time I see that quote anywhere in the world, I think of you, so I don't need that.
Maybe we bite the bullet on this and leave it behind.
Okay.
All right.
We
there
can
you go.
donate it somewhere. Yeah, well, John made a really good point. Those memories that we have tied to all these things, they're still there. Those don't go away. So to me, that was a big deciding factor.
How are you guys feeling?
I feel good.
That feels
actually.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I look at this, I see a super functional tiny house.
Absolutely.
I don't see a tiny house that's doubling as a storage shed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know?
No, definitely not.
Well, I think you guys did great.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Good. So,
Thank you.
John.
we're done. Let's close this up and get that stuff inside, okay?
Let's do it.
Hey, listen, do you guys have any extra butter? Because I promised Zach I'd bring him some.
Oh, yeah.
Back at the build, the home's air conditioning condenser unit is being installed outside. And I'm swinging by the build to check in with Zach and see how he's doing so far.
Is that Zach? Building some boxes?
Actually, this is the stairs. So this is the lower set,
Okay.
right? Boom, boom. And I'm not gonna... Wait a second. Are you having butter?
No, it's a little snack.
You mean you were eating...
I broke
you were
down. I was eating the butter bread. I'm sorry.
All right, well, where's my butter?
It was supposed to be yours, but it was getting cold, and I feel like that would have robbed you of the experience. Sorry. Stairs look good. I have to say also, the pair down went really well.
Oh, good.
Where are you with the plans for the table? I haven't figured that out yet. It's day 4 of the build, and while the crew installs high-end antimicrobial countertops from Decton in the kitchen and bathroom and puts in modern bathroom fixtures, Zach is back at the drafting table coming up with plans for a one-of-a-kind, tiny-friendly table system.
So the main challenge with this house is where they're gonna have a space to have guests over and entertain. My solution is have the staircase actually pull away. So that space that was occupied now is free, and the staircase folds together and turns into a table that leafs open. Then the couch can pull apart in sections, so each section turns into its own stool. I'm really excited about this one.
What? How's it go? Sorry. Well, sometimes you got earplugs in, and I don't know if you can hear me or not. Did I scare you?
It's selective hearing.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
What?
See what I got here?
Oh.
What does this look like, John?
This looks like a couch.
Yeah. So imagine that this is the living room area. Staircase, hinge, kink, right? And then the table is gonna live in the back and it's gonna rotate up. And now, boom, boom, boom. You have 6 seats and the table on top.
Are you kidding me? That is amazing. What it addresses what apparently is a big issue for them. Love this idea.
It's day 5 of the build, and while the crew lays down durable pergola flooring inside, Zach is bringing his plans for a custom expanding dinner table to life. He's also putting me to work, and has asked me to pick Devin and Brian up and take them on a little field trip. We're headed to pick up an item he found at a local vendor that he wants to use for a special surprise DIY project with them.
There she is.
Whoa.
That's an old butter churn found on the side of the road in Sonoma.
Oh, my God.
Pull it out, man.
Yeah, let's
check it out.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness. The old butter churn is just incredible.
This is a cool piece, though, that's for sure.
It is really cool.
We will see. We'll take it, yeah.
While Devin, Brian, and I head back to the build site with our old-timey butter churn, Zach has been scavenging parts from a BMX bicycle he found to use as components in his handmade crank elevator and fabricating the elevator's frame.
Hey, Zach.
Hi.
How's it going, man?
Hey,
If I had $1 for every time some bright-eyed new tiny home owner wanted an old-timey butter churn in their house, I mean, I'd be a rich man. I would buy you a new coat.
All right, you're laughing, but this is gonna be so cool. You're gonna love it, I promise.
You know what? You're probably right. I should probably be buttering you up instead.
John, bad joke. Plus, no butter.
It's such a good butter.
My thought about it is that we pull it apart and like use the pieces individually.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that's really smart.
So Zach's taking the butter churn apart, kind of using the frame to build something, and then maybe saving the barrel for something else.
See, this is sweet. I know exactly what to do with this.
Yeah, you could see the wheels and his brain already moving with
This, to me, is like naturally just set up to be some kind of shelving.
Yeah, maybe use some of it in the bathroom, actually.
A spot for hand towels or something.
That could be cool.
Yeah. Nice. To be able to make something that we're bringing into the tiny house is really special because I know that every time we look at it, we'll think about that moment.
One thing that really makes it nice is if we round the edges and then we hit it with a round over with the router.
Not only learning from Zach, but making something together.
You did a great job. Oh my goodness, look at these corners.
So now, the one last step. This is where we put on the finish.
We're gonna be rubbing it down with butter?
I should have thought about that, but John has yet to bring me any butter.
Oh, you know,
man,
I gave John that butter a while ago.
I knew it. I knew John was stealing my butter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Lagging on that.
Anyways, you guys got your gloves on. Get on in it.
Cool.
Right on the top there.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, and go ahead and be liberal with it.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
It looks amazing, man.
Thanks,
I love it.
With the DIY project finished, Zach has jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire, cutting the barrel portion of the old butter churn for the elevator while the crew works to install the custom elevator frame inside the home. And I'm checking in with Zach to see how his project is coming along.
Oh! What do you think about this?
What in the hell?
What do you think about this?
What in the hell?
Imagine that it cranks down, crank, 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 crank. Is that gonna look good?
I think so, yeah. My mind is blown. I'm just like amazed that you figured out a way to use that butter churner.
It's day 6 of the build, and while the crew crafts the chairs for Zach's custom table and installs special ordered shades for the home's many windows,
they're automatic. So like by the touch of a button, they'll open and close.
Do they automatically install themselves?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Zach is finishing the delicate inlay trim and adding hinges to his tabletop components. With that done, it's finally time to hit the road and get this tiny home moved to a piece of land the couple has found about 10 miles away.
Everybody away from the tongue.
Ha! Well, we're down. You're clear. You're clear in the back.
All right. All right, got my tape measure. We are on the way. Oh yeah, this is a racing tiny house.
All right, cut it, cut it, cut it, and whoa! Pretty good.
That was about as easy as it gets.
I know, that's what I'm talking about.
Now with the home in place, we're taking care of a few last-minute details before this incredible tiny home meets its brand new owners for the first time. As the crew brings in and installs Zach's handmade table staircase, I'm dropping off some great plants that I picked up at Home Depot to replace the ones our couple lost in their apartment fire.
What kind of grass is that?
This is my favorite. It's onion chives.
I'm also lending a hand to hang some decorative pictures on the walls, including a framed print of their favorite John Muir quote, which was on an art piece that had to be pared down. Now, it's time to get the couple's brand new mattress into place in the bedroom loft, and we're just about ready to hand over the keys.
So this was the first craft butter makers that we've ever made a tiny home for. And you know what I think of when I think of artisanal homemade butter?
That you like to hog it all.
Well, yes, a little bit of that, but I also think about tiny living, and I was super impressed at how you were able to take that inspiration and apply it to the house.
Well, it helped that they were so specific about what they wanted. They were into rustic, but super clean and not disheveled.
I had a little bit of like a mild panic attack when I saw that storage trailer full of stuff, but Honestly, they put in the work and we were able to pare it down.
I was a little worried also when they asked for the large kitchen table. It's not my first rodeo, but it was a big challenge.
Well, I think the work you did on that, the design work, the craftsmanship, that was so impressive.
Another hurdle was figuring out exactly how to design the Zen Den. It needed to be more than just an open space. I mean, we needed to include something super special.
Oh, you mean like an antique butter churn elevator system?
Exactly. I mean, I just hope that they like it just as much as we do.
Well, we're about to find out, and I can't wait.
Oh my God, it is amazing.
Oh my God, I can't believe she's ours.
Oh my goodness.
You brought all of this time.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, puppy. What do you think?
What stands out to you?
It's the stain with the red trim.
Yeah, the red trim.
Yeah, it really pops.
The exterior of this house is one of my favorites.
This is so cool.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, Zach, look!
Is this for real?
As promised.
Oh, wow.
Here, actually, let me hang on to that for a second.
No, I'm holding on to it. I mean, this is everything that I was hoping it would be.
Do you want to get in there and see your tiny house?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, you guys get in there. We'll wait out here and let you guys explore for a moment.
Come on, puppy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, it is huge.
It is so big. Oh my God, look at these chairs.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
What do you think, miss? Do you love it?
You coming up, Olive? Hey, baby. Hey.
Are you so happy?
Baby, look at that loft.
Oh my God. Oh, this is so cool. Look how cool this ladder is, right? Everything. I dreamed it would be in more, honestly.
Wow.
Look at all the light coming in.
I love it.
I can't believe this is our house.
I know. All right, I gotta step into this kitchen really fast.
Look at the sink.
The sink is huge.
All right. It's our quote.
It was tough having to leave our log art behind with our quote on it from our wedding invite. But when Devin spotted that, it was just pretty cool.
And it definitely is in a part of the house that we'll spend a lot of time in.
Hello, hello.
This is
Guys.
amazing.
Well, I was going to ask you if you liked it, but I guess we've covered that.
That's
how you know we did good.
Yeah.
So true.
Oh my goodness.
It's certainly a one-of-a-kind home.
I want to start in the bathroom.
It's amazing.
I love it.
It is so much bigger and roomier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
With the finishes in here and the plants.
Yeah, they make it. They totally make it.
And speaking of finishes, I mean, the most important finish is the one that you guys are actually responsible for.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This is so cool. It came
It
out
looks
so
so
great.
good. This was such a good place for it.
Oh, I love it.
All right, there is more to see. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, lead on, Zach.
All right, let's talk kitchen.
It's so
Guys,
big.
it's huge.
There was a challenge in this tiny house, and that was how do we give you not just a functional kitchen, but one that's professional grade. And, you know, there is counter space. You know,
Yeah.
more than I actually thought we might even get.
Yep.
Does it seem like the type of kitchen that you can actually do some work in?
I think we can do it all in this kitchen, honestly.
The one thing that you asked for was a good way for you in the butter making process to get things like your plants to the loft and down into the kitchen without having to carry them down the ladder.
Right.
And
Yes.
so I think we did a pretty fun way to do that.
Yeah, you gotta show me how this works.
And now the whole thing just rolls right down.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
And as you can see, we already got some herbs in there.
I can just see us doing that every day just for fun.
Send me up something, okay?
Just passing notes to each other.
Yeah. The plant elevator that Zach made is just incredible.
It's just so cool that we have like a little elevator to go from downstairs to upstairs. I
It's
love how
just-
open everything is.
From the light color
to all of these skylights letting in natural light that make the eye perceive it as bigger than it is.
Also, as far as growing plants.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna really be very functional for that.
That's so true. It's just so awesome having this space. It's still very cozy, but it's separate from my bedroom. It's like a whole other room.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Having the bed up on this platform, what it does is it gives you a really large closet down below.
Beautiful.
This is the tiny house version of a walk-in closet. I mean,
wow.
It's like, we can have coat racks, you can do your laundry over here.
Yeah, we put all our stuff in there, all our clothes, yeah.
But for the things that are even more long-term, John, would you see what's underneath door number 1?
I mean,
oh, yes.
Hello, hockey equipment.
There we go. I love it. You needed a place for that stuff, too.
Did.
What that brings us to is another big challenge that we had.
More seating.
More seating for guests and a big table.
So first things first, the staircase lifts and actually nests. And then, voila, up flips the table.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
We got leaves that pull out.
Oh my God. Guys.
And now open your very own dining table. But what is a dining table without seating? And that's where the couch seating area pulls open.
Oh my God.
And as you'll see, each one of the backrests is actually a stool.
Oh my God.
And the seating of the couch is sectional. It pulls around.
This is unbelievable.
This is beautiful.
When he pulled the stairs down and just reveals this amazing inlaid table. I love the grain on the top. I mean, it's
gorgeous.
It is just incredible.
This is a space where everybody can sit around from each other. We can talk to each other and look each other in the eyes.
I absolutely love it. I can't wait to have a dinner party.
I know, that's all I can think about right now.
Yeah.
Butter on the menu?
Lots of butter.
Our challenge was to give you a place for both of you to live and to work from home comfortably, which meant a professional kitchen. It meant a Zen den. Does this house feel like it's gonna be able to help you accomplish all those goals that you had when the week started?
Yes.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Zach. At this point, there's only one thing left to do. That's making it official. Welcome you guys to the tiny house community. Congratulations!
This house is the perfect next step in the direction that we want to go in.
It felt like we had roots, and that's what we've wanted for so long, so it feels really good.
Enjoy your house so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Goodness.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Thanks for the butter.
Yep.
It's been 2 months since Devin and Brian assembled the perfect components for their own tiny living recipe and took their tiny home on the road to visit with friends. Have they been able to keep things fresh and satisfying in only 320 square feet? We're headed to San Francisco, California to find out.
Smile into the mirror.
Hi guys, we are absolutely loving the house. It's incredible.
We love the color and the textiles. It looks like a home.
It does.
Right now, we are located outside of our amazing friend's house in San Francisco. We can see the beach from the loft, which has been pretty amazing, and it's been really, really awesome having our friends as neighbors.
Hey!
So I really love the means to take our house and our space with us wherever we decide to go next.
Cooking has been awesome. The oven is great. Sink is amazing. Counter space is just perfect.
So the Zen Den has definitely been used for relaxation and work. Every time I need to work, I come up here. One thing design-wise that I do kind of wish that we had thought a little bit more about, having a ladder that would have worked to have Olive up here, it probably would have been best. We have to just lift her up. Hi, Olive.
She doesn't want to go on the dumbwaiter. She doesn't like that. We get a lot of visitors, people just kind of walking down the street to check it out and answer questions. Just like meeting people has just been so cool.
They absolutely love it. They are amazed at how big it feels. They're blown away by the fact that we didn't let going tiny stop us from having the things in our house that we wanted still. I would definitely recommend going tiny. It's really opened up the doors to save up for things that we want to in the future, dream a little deeper, all while having this really, really fun, awesome, unique experience that we only dreamt about together.
I'm John Weisbarth, and I'm a huge fan of the tiny house movement that's exploding across the nation. The average American home is 2,300 square feet, but lots of people are deciding that bigger isn't necessarily better, and they're choosing to live in homes that are just 1/10 the average size. Whether they're after financial independence or desire to live with less, inspired homeowners are starting to think outside the blueprints of everyday building, and that's where I come in. I travel across the country with my partner, tiny house expert Zach Giffen, and together we help people build their mini dream homes.
I think it's wicked freaking awesome.
And get them prepared for the extreme downsizing it takes to live in under 500 square feet.
And you see how this doesn't work?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we want to avoid in the tiny house. Trust me, tiny homes are the next big thing.
Tick-tock, there goes the clock.
Scratch another one off the list. We're in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. It may be my first time in Cape Cod, but it is as beautiful as I thought it would be. I'm on my way to meet Lauren and Liam, a young couple that's looking to build their first house here in Cape Cod, their hometown, and they're looking to do it tiny.
So the first time I started talking to Liam about tiny houses was probably like circa 2008. I think he probably doesn't remember it.
I don't remember that. I mean, it was college, so.
When Lauren and Liam were first married back in 2013, they lived in a 500 square foot apartment. Now they've moved out of the apartment and into Liam's dad's place to save money for a tiny house.
Liam and I are definitely going tiny for the financial aspects so that we can afford to stay on the Cape and live with our family.
Just starting out trying to buy a home, it's almost impossible with the salary you may be making on the Cape. I mean, you have to make a lot. And it's relatively cheap to own a tiny house.
Growing up on the Cape, Lauren and Liam have fallen in love with the architecture here, which for them really means nautical more than anything else.
We want to stay close to our families and don't want to have to move somewhere else, which is why we're definitely trying to make this as Cape Cod as it can get.
They're building the tiny house on a patch of land about 2 hours away in Worcester, Massachusetts. That's where Zach is right now with our builder, Charbel.
Here's the layout. It's a 10x20 trailer.
You know, I really like it. I think it's gonna deliver everything that they want from the house. My only concern is that, to me, it doesn't say Cape Cod. When I saw the original plans, it was pretty basic. So what I would like to do is kind of change up the design a little bit to kind of bring it back to that Cape Cod style. We should do something to the roofline. I could see us just doing little fake dormer bump outs, Cape Cod style siding, and then maybe we can find some other way we can kind of make it Cape Cod. But for now, let's just start framing in on it and keep talking on stuff.
Wonderful.
Lauren and Liam both work for Lauren's family business, a driving school, where Liam's a driving instructor and Lauren works in the front office. I'm headed there right now to try and meet up with them and see what I can find out.
Okay. All right.
Congratulations.
Hello, John.
How's it going, man? Good to see
Good.
you.
How are you?
God, this is a real thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
This is your job.
This is my job.
Is the missus here?
The missus is actually inside the office.
Okay, great.
Yes, and I'll be right back, all right?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How's it going? I'm John.
Hi, I'm Sandy, Lauren's mom.
Very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Do you ever get in the cars and do the instruction there?
I don't. I let Liam handle the car stuff.
He gets the hazardous duty.
He does.
Right, yep.
Nice.
That's exactly what I get.
How about you, Mom?
Oh, no.
You're not in the car.
My husband's an instructor, and I still hold on when he's driving.
Are you that nervous about the tiny house thing that these guys are doing?
I'm not really nervous about that part. I am a little curious, though, like when she has kids, how that's gonna play.
You're going right to the kids
I expect
thing.
more grandbabies.
You've already got how many kids?
3 grandchildren right now. I would like a few more.
So your concern
am.
is tiny might work for the 2 of them, but what happens when the family comes along?
Right. And I think it's awesome that she's getting her dream. I thought she got it out of her system with their last house because it was only 500 square feet. But it didn't. It just made her want it more.
Just whet the appetite, huh?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I keep hearing that it's your dream. Is it your dream also, or is this?
I have some reservations in terms of some items that might be important to keep, but in terms of being on board with doing this, yes.
Well, I tell you what, I would actually really like to see the place where you guys are living right now. So if you'll let them off work a little early.
All right.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, cool. Shall we? I'll follow you guys. Yeah, no, after you, please. Back at the build site, Zach and the crew are already framing the house, putting up the sheathing, and they've started to run the electrical and plumbing. And on the roof, they're adding dormers to give this home that distinctive Cape Cod flair.
When I think Cape Cod style, I'm thinking northeastern woodworking, which is a very, very labor-intensive method. So we're actually building these dormers in the front to kind of bring it back to that Cape Cod style.
And I can't wait to check out Liam's dad's house, an 1,800 square foot home that Liam and Lauren have been living in for the past month. How's it going?
Welcome.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Hi, how's it going? Ah, here we are. Oh, how's it going?
Not bad, you?
John.
Bill.
Bill, all right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Your dad?
I am the dad.
Cool. How long have you guys been back here?
A month.
Are you back in your...
I'm back in my bedroom.
You're back in your room.
Thought I was out for 2 years and came back for a month, and it's definitely different.
Yeah, you love it.
All right, fine, yes, I do. I do absolutely love being back home because I get access to all the video games I left here.
Okay, so that's a thing, huh?
Yeah.
So as far as style, aesthetic, I'm looking around and I see lighthouses all over. Is that kind of the same idea that you guys want?
We wanted to kind of blend in. We wanted to kind of look Cape Cod style.
Are we talking about like putting a lighthouse on your trailer?
I feel like we're probably limited in that it's only allowed to be so tall.
That's the kind of thing I would tell Zach and he would have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And then he'd go build a really cool lighthouse.
Right.
You know, what are the sticking points? Is there anything that you're worried about?
I think we're ready, but I don't know if you can be completely ready until you're there.
I'm gonna guess, to me, that says you probably have done a lot of paring down already. And that's what it sounds like to me. Why am I seeing those faces?
Well, we know what we're ready to get rid of, but we still have it all in the house.
Yeah.
I see Dad sort of laughing, rolling your eyes. What's that about, Bill?
I'm wondering how much of it I'm gonna be having to store.
I see. That's really an exercise in figuring out what's important in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a day or two, but anything else as far as the house and design that I should know about early on?
Yeah, definitely. We have 2 large cats that need a place in the house.
How large are we talking?
Well, significant.
Significant.
Oh my goodness. Wow, okay, how big is that cat?
14 pounds.
14? And you've got 2 of them.
We do have 2 of them.
Okay.
Cats are coming. The cats are part of the family.
We're gonna make sure that they have their own separate space. I think that's really important.
Can I start to see where it is all
Sure.
this stuff is?
Yeah.
Oh, you literally only have to go 10 steps.
Okay.
And it starts.
Oh, in what sense?
All the boxes here in the dining room are ours.
All this stuff, you mean?
All
Yeah.
this stuff.
Lauren and Liam have stuff everywhere at Bill's house. I mean, the boxes in the hallway, boxes in the living room. If it's been in a box for a month and you don't even know that it's gone, you don't need it. This is a lot of stuff.
This is a lot of stuff. And
You
these
understand that,
boxes,
right?
Yep. All these boxes are books and movies.
And you see how this doesn't work?
Yeah.
You see how crowded this is?
Right.
I mean, this is what we want to avoid in the tiny house.
Exactly.
Okay, because we can stuff things in there, but this isn't livable. You
No.
can't use the front door.
No.
I mean, right?
It's
Yeah.
not.
We still haven't even seen the room yet,
No.
so
Come on.
let's see there.
And this is where we live
Okay.
and our sleep.
The only thing that's ours is desk right here.
This desk right here.
Yes.
And what is this?
That is my great-grandparents' desk that they gave to us when we got married. We definitely don't want to leave that behind. There's a lot of family history, but also it is definitely an antique.
So let's have a real conversation about
Right.
the video games and the movies. I mean, do I need an area that dedicated for you to sit down and play video games?
I would say that's definitely important because he comes home at the end of the day. You need some time to just relax, and he usually does that by watching videos or playing video games.
Because you're a driving instructor.
Correct, yes.
Which can be a little stressful.
It does. It gets stressful and it does need some just relaxation time.
Okay. Lauren and Liam are going from Liam's dad's 1,800 square foot big house to a 200 square foot tiny home of their dreams. The home will have a beachy Cape Cod style exterior with classic northeastern shingles and distinctive dormers along the roofline and a lighthouse theme. It will feature a quaint, cottage-like interior with a cozy open floor plan. The living area will be bordered by a simple but full-featured kitchen on one side and a roomy bathroom and elevated entertainment area on the other, with a pull-out stowaway bed underneath. There will be 2 small storage lofts above the office nook and the bathroom, and we'll also have to create something for the feline members of the family to call their own. On a $30,000 budget, all of these features should be within reach, but fitting everything they need in just 200 square feet of space won't be easy. I'm headed to see Zach at the build site and give him a little token of inspiration to put him in the right mindset for creating this northeastern tiny home.
Zach.
What up?
How are you, man?
What did you bring?
Look what I got for you. This is our inspiration. I asked Lima, well, what is Cape Cod? What does that kind of mean to you? And he's like, lighthouses.
Already in the designs, there were some additions that had been made to make it kind of fit in with the Cape Cod style. And then now they need this to be the lighthouse. I don't really know what that means. Hopefully John's got a better idea.
I mean, I was at Bill's house, that's Liam's dad. There are lighthouses everywhere. Okay, pictures of them, models of them. I mean, that's why I brought this.
You know, I think I totally get the sentiment, and I think our only challenge is to do that within our budget.
Okay, I agree.
Because we don't have a whole lot of money to spend, so.
All right. I'll tear down as much as I can, all right?
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
It's day 2 of the build, and the spray foam insulation has been applied, and the crew is finishing up the installation of plumbing and electric. While they do that, Zach has come up with an idea to incorporate a lighthouse feature on the outside of Lauren and Liam's tiny home that should make it fit into the Cape Cod area perfectly.
I mean, this has got to be a lighthouse. And I had no idea how that was going to happen until I saw a box that was covering up the water heater, and I'm thinking, perfect opportunity. It's dual purpose. We can cover up this utility, plus we can make it ornate, and we can make it kind of fit in with the Cape Cod style.
And now I'm bringing Lauren and Liam to the build site to get a preview of their new tiny home.
Are you guys, you ready? Check it out.
Oh my God.
Look at this. This is your new place.
I think it looks awesome.
Big marching orders. We're to make it fit Cape Cod.
Right,
and so we've changed up the roof line a little bit.
The broken up roof line, to me, just really helps a lot. And I know that that is in line with the Cape Cod thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm kind of thinking like Northwestern style building with kind of nautical theme.
Right, yeah.
When John showed up before, he was just talking about lighthouses. And I didn't really know how to accommodate a lighthouse onto the house. And then I saw the box that they were building over here. And then I'm thinking, why not kind of bump this out?
Yeah.
You know, give it some angles. And the whole idea is that this turns into a lighthouse.
All right.
I'll never need my GPS again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How do I get home? Oh, there it is.
This is gonna be a fun element.
Yeah.
It really breaks up the exterior. Well, and then other than that, in the interior is where we're gonna get a lot of that nautical theme. As you can see, we're gonna have an elevated floor for the bed in the area that's gonna be the office nook.
Right.
And that means that we're gonna also have 2 lofts, and they're gonna be staggered. So you're gonna have 6'4" headroom under each one, and then everything above that's gonna be storage.
That's right at
my height, yep.
Yeah. You guys don't seem happy.
It's quite a small space.
That's right at
my height, yep.
Yeah.
So it's quite a small space. If you could, you know, maybe give me another inch just in case.
There might be some constrictions over the office nook, but I know for sure that we can do it in the bathroom.
Okay. Now, in terms of the office / multi-purpose room, could we make it, you know, almost
Slightly closed off, is that what you're asking?
Is there any way to close it off? Is there any way to divide us?
We definitely want our own separate space. I think that's really important.
Maybe some type of door, some type of more than just a curtain type deal?
We can figure out something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? I mean, happy overall?
Yes.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Okay, we got to keep working on making sure it's nautical enough on the inside. I think we're nailing it on the outside.
Definitely, the lighthouse is the greatest touch.
I say we keep that conversation going and we let Zach keep working.
All right.
Deal. We got to get you out of that house.
Yes, we
You know?
Yep.
While I follow Lauren and Liam back to Liam's dad's house, the crew is busy at the build site installing windows, exterior trim, and classic northeastern asphalt shingles on the roof. And Zach's taking his lighthouse-themed covering for the home's water heater to the next level by installing a working beacon inside.
You know what today is? Tear down day. So listen, it occurred to me when I was here the other day. I think you're in the mindset where you don't really
feel like you have to pare down because you have this safety net of Bill's house. And Bill, you don't want to have all of his stuff here for the next 20 years.
Oh, no.
Really, the process of paring down is about identifying what's important and then clearing away the rest of the clutter. It's really easy to say, we're going tiny, we're gonna take all our stuff, and we're just gonna store it somewhere. But that's not really the exercise. That's not really the point of this. I think this table right here, this coffee table, this is gonna be a good representation of how much storage space that we're actually gonna be able to have in the tiny house. Where we're gonna start, you guys, are with the boxes.
It's weird showing John all our stuff in the boxes because we're used to seeing it, we're used to knowing what's in it, but when you're just kind of looking at the boxes, you're not really sure what's in them.
What do we have here, guys? We've just got a bunch of
supplies.
kind of cooking supplies.
Yeah.
Are you big bakers and stuff?
I usually don't unless it's not my turn to do the dishes.
Okay.
Nesting bowls.
That'll work.
Okay, I like nesting bowls. Recipe card collection. That's what the internet is for. You're liking this, aren't you, Bill?
Gotta go.
Lots of books. This is what e-readers are for.
The Lighthouse. I do feel like this is gonna be a fun element that really breaks up the exterior. The fact that the thing's gonna work, I think really blew them away. I mean, 4,000 lumens.
Those? No.
I don't think these have ever been out of the package before.
We do anything with this? No, I mean, listen, Bill's got it. Gotta get in to this room as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I know from a furniture standpoint, we said no bed, and a lot of the furniture is staying. Grandma's desk is definitely coming.
It is.
Okay.
I don't think we need a shower head. Don't even, no.
True that.
I don't know how I'm gonna pare down movies though.
Here's the deal with movies, you get digital copies. This is gonna take up space that you need for clothes, that you need for cooking stuff. I mean, it's just gonna take up space that you don't have. All right, doing good. Nice job, you guys. Does this process felt okay for you?
Yeah, I feel good about the stuff that we're keeping and the stuff that we're leaving behind, so.
And how are you feeling?
It's been stressful, but I think it's a good thing to start separating yourself from some of the things that you have.
I think we did a good job. So nice, let's start picking up the rest of this stuff and figure out how to get it out of here. We know what's coming.
Okay.
So let's start just cleaning up. Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
All right. It's day 3 of the build, and we're making great progress on Lauren and Liam's home. The crew is installing a classic white paneled siding to the home's exterior, while Zach is working on a bookcase to go inside the entertainment nook. What's up, brother?
Hey, what you got?
I got some reading material for us. These are all Lauren's books.
I'm actually building the bookshelf right now.
Good. So you in a generally pretty good mood?
Yeah, of course.
Fantastic. There's 2 cats, 2 pretty big cats. And so we need to come up with some really cool, fun cat adventure land.
I mean,
things.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we'll just add to the list.
All right.
It'll be fun. I'll just have to think about it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'll get these out of the way. I'll put them in the house for safekeeping, but...
Are these really athletic cats?
They're fat cats. They probably need to be a little more athletic.
Uh-huh.
So
maybe some hamster wheels for them.
There you go.
I'll see what I can come up with.
Okay. While Zach gets back to work, I'm taking Lauren and Liam to a local racetrack for a very different driving lesson. They may teach driving tactics for a living, but I'm gonna show them even things you know like the back of your hand can become a challenge when you go tiny. We are going go-kart racing.
Awesome.
But there's definitely gonna be a twist, okay?
All right.
So this is the Tri-State Speedway. Here's what I was kind of thinking with you guys. We're gonna do something that you guys do all the time. I mean, you teach driving.
Right.
You know this like the back of your hand. We're gonna get you guys in the same car, and I want you driving, I want you navigating, just like you do.
Okay.
And it's a race. You 2 versus me. And we're gonna show you how something that maybe you do all the time isn't as easy as you think it is when you get tiny.
All right.
You guys ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then let's do this. Go around here. Going tiny changes everything. And the biggest part of Liam and Lauren's life is the driving school. It's family owned that they both work at. And so I figured if I'm gonna teach them that lesson, what better way to do it than in some cars, only tiny cars. Oh, this is gonna be easy pickings.
3, 2, 1, go!
Can't steer my legs.
Take a left. Go left. Go. Take a left. What are you guys doing back there? Keep going. Stay to the left.
Oh!
Stay to the right.
All right, stop it. I know my left and right.
Jeez, he's an aggressive driver. He's passing you on the left. Eyes on the road. Eyes on the road.
No, 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 no.
Oh!
What kind of driving instructor are you?
I don't have a brake over here. You gotta catch up to him. No, 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 no. Cross that line.
Hey.
Oh, I cannot believe you cut me off like that at the end.
How that tastes, John?
Oh, terrible.
Being in a tiny car is definitely a lot more difficult. You got a lot less room for yourself. You have to learn to share your space a lot more. And even just like steering on the wheel, there's like less room to maneuver, which is definitely what it's gonna be like in the tiny house. You just got less space to do pretty much everything.
The lesson I want you guys to take away from this is that things are gonna change when you go tiny.
We now understand that it's definitely going to be more of a lifestyle change rather than just a way to save money in the long run.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Tiny living is all about working together and sharing space, but everyone needs their own privacy once in a while. Of course, finding privacy in 200 square feet is no easy task. One tiny home that's tackled this feat is in Charleston, South Carolina.
Welcome to the home run.
Wendy and James Faulkner built their baseball-themed 200 square foot tiny home so they could live mortgage-free in the city they fell in love with many years ago. The home consists of a simple layout with a center kitchen, living area, bathroom, and loft bedroom. The kitchen has lots of counter space, a pegboard wall to keep frequently used items within reach, slide-out shelves for large appliances that normally eat up counter space, and even storage hidden in the floor. Next to the kitchen is a multifunctional staircase leading to their bedroom loft. The staircase has even more storage with built-in drawers in each step. The loft has a queen-size bed and plenty of windows that can fill the room with sunshine.
There's lots of light up here. We've got 3 windows and 2 cats.
The cats really love our tiny house. They love going up and down the stairs. They love hanging out in the loft.
They love to be up in high places so they can see everything going on.
The living area with its baseball theme makes for a wonderful place to watch a game. A pull-down screen and a projector provide entertainment, and the screen doubles as a shade for when the couch converts into a guest bed, while a sliding wall provides the privacy that can be tough to find in a tiny house.
For alone time, James usually will sit in the living room, and then I can hang out up in the loft and read a book, and then I can really tune him out.
The sliding wall also provides a tiny house bonus. A fold-down table provides a place to eat that can be tucked away when not in use.
Well, it allows us to have some goals of financial freedom. It allows us to travel the country. We can take it with us if we find a specific part of the country we like to settle to.
And go on more vacations.
And go on more vacations. Thank you.
Wendy and James have built a tiny home that meets all of their needs in 200 square feet. This open floor plan keeps it roomy, and with a few tweaks, they can create the privacy that everyone needs once in a while. Back in Cape Cod, it's day 4 of the build, and the crew is putting up cedar paneling on the interior walls to give the home a cottage look. Radiant heating is being installed on the floor and covered with floating laminate wood flooring. While they finish that, I'm taking Lauren on a mission to see if we can find some Cape Cod-style nautical decorations for their home.
I don't know what to expect in here, but I think we just kind of poke around and see if anything that sort of feels right.
Okay.
Budget is always an issue on these builds. And luckily for us, our builder, Charbel, has a warehouse full of stuff that he's taken from old properties. And I'm gonna take Lauren there to see if we can find something that says Cape Cod to her.
Actually, look at this.
It's definitely nautical. I like the look of it. I just don't know what you would do with it.
Well, I don't know either. That's what Zach's for. Oh, oops, look at this. Look at these. This is like an old knocker or something?
Yeah.
I mean, this is nautical, right?
That's really cute.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean...
That's heavy.
Look at this, like old church pews.
I love it.
What are these? Can you pull that out there?
Yeah.
Do these look like kind of the right type of thing that you could see in the house?
Yeah, absolutely. I love this type of stained glass look.
We might have everything we need here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy.
I think Zach's gonna like these. Lauren found some great pieces in there, and I can't wait to incorporate them into their tiny home. It's day 5 of the build, and Zach is applying cedar shake shingles to the outside of his lighthouse. He's also brought in a local craftsman to create a one-of-a-kind lighthouse-themed piece of art for the living area inside. He's using a router to carve a cool lighthouse design into the wood, which will later be inlaid with darker colored wood to make the image really pop. And the appliances have arrived and are being installed, so I'm checking in to see how it's all going. Gentlemen, how goes it?
We're running into a little bit of a hiccup.
Okay, that's all right.
Plumbing fixtures are being delayed.
We're supposed to get them today. It looks like the order won't be here till next week.
Like all of our fixtures, like handles, shower heads, like faucets, all of that stuff is not coming for a week?
It wouldn't be out until Monday, and then we'd have another couple days, so.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't work. It doesn't work for anyone's timeline. Like all of our fixtures, like handles, shower heads, like faucets, all of that stuff is not coming for a week?
Wouldn't be out until Monday, and then we'd have another couple days, so.
Yeah, that doesn't work. It doesn't work for anyone's timeline. All right, I tell you what, let me get on the horn. I'll see what I can do. You guys, there's plenty of work to do here. I'll do my best to get us those things so it doesn't hold us up, but.
Just call all your connections.
Yeah.
Work some magic. That would be awesome.
All right, guys.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, don't thank me yet. While I go find a solution to our missing faucets, the crew is moving forward with the build. They're installing suspension shelves and track lighting on the inside, while outside, the shingles on the lighthouse are being stained. And Zach is working on some creative additions for the feline family members.
So what I'm thinking is that there's not a lot of room for cats on the floor of such a small house, but there's one place that we got plenty of space, up above. If I can come up with a walkway or a bridge to the small loft above, the cats should have plenty of space to hang out and relax. So these slats that I'm cutting and sanding down, they're gonna be connected by rope, and they're gonna form a really cool little mini rope bridge to the loft. I just hope these cats aren't afraid of heights.
Here are some other pet-friendly hangouts that were designed for small spaces. For the shy kitten that likes to travel in style, you can have a tube-based steampunk transit system. Want to be near your cat but don't have room on your lap? How about a hammock-style stowaway seat underneath? Every cat needs a litter box, but 0 owners want to see one. You can hide it away in this clever cabinet. If you're a hardcore cat lover, you could build a paradise home for your cats and hope they let you live there too. Back at the build, Liam is meeting up with Zach to lend a hand repurposing the panel doors that Lauren and I found on our trip through the warehouse earlier.
Basically, I'm gonna use these for the privacy screen.
All right.
And they're gonna be attached to this bookshelf. And when the bookshelf folds against the wall, you'll just see the bookshelf.
Right.
And then it pivots open, and now these unfold.
That's actually a really good idea.
Well, I'm glad, because it's going in your house, so you gotta like it.
That'll look cool.
The thing about these panels that I love is that not only is it gonna give Liam and Lauren the separation and privacy that they've asked for, but it also brings that unique, ornate glass look that's so specific to the Cape Cod area.
Liam put some sweat equity into the home, which should help him appreciate it that much more. It's day 6 of the build, and the crew is applying a rich, dark walnut stain to the privacy wall that Zach built while our kitchen countertops and sinks are being installed. And I've got some great news for Zach.
Hopefully in a good spot.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What is this?
This is called John Delivering. You know how I always come with problems, then you have to solve them? This is my moment to shine. Mowing to the rescue. I made a call, they came through, I picked the stuff up. This is just the kitchen faucet. I mean, it's the Kinzel model. This is stainless steel and it's spot resistant too, so it keeps it really clean.
This is the light at the end of the tunnel that we needed.
Exactly. This is no longer an issue. And for once, I get to stand here with my chest puffed out and be like, solve the problem. Go ahead, just pat me on the back. Go ahead.
Good job, John.
Boy.
Good job. You really came through this time.
All right, well, you hang on to this one. I'll get the rest of the stuff.
Bring them on in.
And then maybe I'll tell Charbel. Yeah, okay, sounds good, man.
Okay.
With our new Moen faucets in hand, the crew is installing the last touches in the kitchen, and they're also painting all of the interior trim pieces around the windows with dark gray accents that will draw guests' eyes to the seaside views outside. With that done, it's time to get this house moved to its final location right on the coast in Cape Cod.
I think we're good, right?
I think we're good. Yeah, most of the stuff that could be movable is on the ground.
Okay.
So we're okay.
Great. All right, Ron, you ready for this?
Yep.
Easy, easy, easy.
All right.
Okay, looking good?
Everything's looking good.
Yep.
Good deal.
All right, let's go.
Nice and easy.
Man, this hill is steep. You can really feel the engine struggling.
We're gonna be close on these branches here.
They're gonna be going right into the lighthouse. You wanna get out and just look at it? Get over to the left. Oh, it made it. Woo! Man, that looks good.
That looks awesome.
It's day 7, and we're almost ready to show Lauren and Liam their new tiny home. We just have a few finishing touches to do inside to make this tiny home feel complete. And a local landscaper is adding some decorative hedges to the outside that should really help this home blend in with its Cape Cod surroundings. A week ago, we came to Cape Cod, Massachusetts to help Lauren and Liam build the tiny home of their dreams and make owning a home near their families a reality. Liam was reluctant to let go of his possessions, but I showed them that life with less space and fewer belongings doesn't mean making fewer great memories as they start the next phase of their life together. Zach incorporated a working lighthouse into the home's exterior so they can take a little of Cape Cod with them wherever they go. We also created a gaming space for Liam to enjoy after a stressful day of work, but didn't have to sacrifice comfort for Lauren thanks to the mobile privacy wall Zach created. Now it's time to welcome Lauren and Liam to the tiny house community.
It's beautiful.
This is your new home.
I love it.
We've been thinking about this for so long. It's so cute.
I love the blue door.
I almost don't want to share it anymore.
Do you feel like it fits into the surroundings?
I do.
Definitely.
It's so Cape Cod. It's really exactly what I had envisioned. Got our lighthouse in the front.
Look at this thing now. I mean, the light's even on.
Very unique.
Well, it's daytime. So nighttime, that light is gonna have a lot more impact flashing around.
I think it's wicked freaking awesome.
That is the reaction I wanted. I love that. We got the Cape Cod thing right out here. It's up to you guys to tell us if we got it right on the inside, too. Check it out. Zach and I will wait out here. You guys enjoy your house for a moment.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Just look at this cute little stove.
Look at our washer dryer over here.
I love this faucet. Look at that. It looks really good. Look at this lighthouse. Is that different kinds of wood in there?
That's awesome.
I love this wood, this flooring.
Finish, yeah.
Against the ceiling. That's also very Cape Cod also.
Very Cape Cod-y.
I really do like that. We got our own little ladder.
Our own little ladder.
Our, hatch so we can get up there and store stuff.
Right.
And look at this bench with all our books and stuff in it.
Oh, wow.
And your games.
Awesome. Your grandma's desk's in the back there. Look at that.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What do you think?
I think that I am in love. It has exceeded my expectations. I cannot even tell you.
Is it Cape Cod enough?
Definitely. It's perfect.
The theme with this house that I see is that it's jam-packed with stuff, the entire area.
Yeah.
And the kitchen is no exception.
It's not a full-size fridge and it's not a full-size range, but this is 3/4. It's still a 4-burner. Not to mention the washer and dryer combo in the corner. And we got you these beautiful fixtures. They're stainless steel. They're spot resistant. They're really nice. You guys are gonna love them. One of the main challenges we had, other than making it feel Cape Cod, was making it work not just for the two of you, but for the 2 cats.
Right.
Well, my whole concept regarding the cats is kind of giving them their own space. In a house this small, I'm thinking vertical space.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea of kind of cat runs. We got the cat bridge, and then there's toys up in the loft for them. And over here in the corner, you can see, you know, the zigzag. That's a cat ladder. Stairway to loft. Cat heaven.
I can see like going over to like get dressed and then like swatting us from the little drawbridge here. She's like, hey, pay attention to me.
I think we really delivered in the bathroom, and I want to show you guys both that right now. So come on over. So check it out. I mean, look at the coloring, right?
It's perfect. It's one of my favorite features.
The wood on the ceiling, tile.
Hey, look, step in here for a second. You got a small composting toilet, a low-profile sink, which makes the place work. There's enough room in here for all of us. That does not normally happen in a tiny house bathroom.
Nice shower head. That's tall enough for you, too.
Let's go into the office area here for a sec. This was such a key area to make this whole place work. And the first thing we needed was a bedroom.
Let me show you how this is done. You have a little bit of steps. It's got storage in the side. Then it just takes a little bit of a tug, and your entire bed comes out. And it's got an 8-inch memory foam mattress. There's storage in the side. You can have blankets, all your pillows, bring them out.
The bed's perfect.
Okay.
I love it.
You still have room to walk around, so it doesn't totally cripple the space, but you can see how dominating in the space it is.
Push it all the way back in. It goes in as simple and easy as that, and all of a sudden you have all of this usable space.
So this was an area that we were really thinking about for you and for the gaming. We got the TV, little couch here. We also wanted to give you guys as much storage for movies and books as well. So this really is your area, but that begs the question then, what about you, Lauren? Where's your area? And that's a question that Zach has a nice answer for. So this really is your area, but that begs the question then, what about you, Lauren? This has got to work for you as well.
You need the privacy. This is what it is. The whole bookcase just pivots over, and now out from behind, we have these beautiful extension pieces come out here and actually close off the space. Voila.
It's amazing.
I mean, will this work for what you guys need it to do?
I probably wouldn't even know he was home if I didn't already, you know, close it myself. Zachy is still in there?
Yes.
Yeah, and actually, when you want it to go away, it just folds back, and then the whole thing just tucks away.
That's perfect.
We actually do have one other area for you guys.
If this is Liam's area, you're gonna need someplace to work. What do? We found a really neat solution for you. Essentially what you have is a cabinet, and the whole cabinet slides out, and then this lovely, artistic, inlaid table that was actually done by this guy, Todd, that's a local craftsman from Form and Function Carpentry. The whole thing has just got 4 little pegs there, and then just set it on top, fit it right into the hole, and there you go.
This is such a pretty piece that's gonna be something that people are gonna comment on.
Right.
And then when you take it off the wall and you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna eat on this too? I mean, mine's blown.
I saw the lighthouse on the wall. I did not know that was a table. We didn't really ever even talk about a table, so to be surprised with that beautiful piece, I was floored.
Definitely.
I hope you feel, at least at this point, that it will work.
This has everything I could have asked for and more.
I definitely love the open concept, and I love how everything comes together.
I can't wait to get in here and stay here tonight, that's for sure.
Well, the last thing we have to do is officially welcome you guys to the tiny house community. Congratulations! You guys are homeowners!
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations, you guys.
Liam, I need one of these.
Nice. Listen, we're gonna get out of your guys' hair and let you guys enjoy your new homes, okay?
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, you guys.
Lauren and Liam have been in their new tiny home for 2 months now. How have they and their feline family adjusted to life with less toys and space? We're headed back to Cape Cod to find out.
What time do you have to be at work today?
A little bit after 9. With our morning routine and trying to figure out logistics, moving around to the bathroom, the bed was kind of in the way every time. So Making the bed is the most difficult part.
All right, I need to get back. We can't both get up and ready at the same time. There's just not enough space, so we usually take turns. Something simple as making the bed is different in the tiny house. I'm all set. I just need to push it in now. Having one room for everything, bedroom, kitchen, living room, it is fine. We do have enough space for everything that we want to do. It's just you really can only do one at a time. So it's either a bedroom in that moment, or it's a living room, or it's a kitchen. We just kind of need to coordinate our movements. I get home a couple hours before Liam, so I have some time alone by myself. Usually by the time he gets home, then let him have his time while I'll like prep dinner or something like that.
Hey, how are you?
Hey. I'm just doing a little reading before dinner.
I mean, I get to play some video games?
I guess.
All right.
Use your headphones, though?
Sure. I definitely love my personal little nook. I think that having that little space to just get up and out of Lauren's way from time to time, it's definitely a nice little spot to go to.
We're on alternating schedules, but it works out for the better. That way we both have our separate space to do whatever we need to do. Can you set up the table?
Sure, I'll do. I do like the table that fits into the ports on the wall. Kind of got a...
Oh, right, sorry.
Where you can take it off and part of the cabinet system comes out and you can just create your own little table and then it disappears again. I think that's an aesthetically pleasing piece that looks decorative but is also functional. Another part that we do like is the lighthouse that's on the front of the trailer was very nicely designed by Zach. The only problem is that because it's so bright, we can't turn it on all the time. It's too bright to drive our neighbors crazy. It takes up half the couch, yeah.
I know. We have about like 4 seats in the whole house. And so with 2 cats and 2 people, the cats more often than not will just take your spot. So there's constantly this dance of people and cats that are like always in our space. Liam's dad made for us a cat scratching post that goes between the bedroom and bathroom. So that's great. They use that all the time.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
My mom was nervous about the tiny house just because she was concerned about 2 people living in there, let alone 3 or 4 or 7 if she got her way.
There's plenty of room in here for you and for the crib for when you guys are ready to have babies. How's this work with the furniture in the way for the bed when you go to bed at night?
Oh, that's cool. This is really cool. This is nice. Cat takes right over. Pull out the bed. Hello, cat. Have you ever seen a more relaxed critter in your entire life? Hey.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us. I love it.
It's not the living in the tiny house that's necessarily brought us closer together. I think it's the fact that just he was willing to go along with this.
It's definitely something that was worthwhile. I don't have any regrets about it.